I was born in Miami, Florida, in an area called Liberty City, in an abandoned building on a hard linoleum floor with my twin brother. We were 6 weeks of age. We were adopted. When I was in 5th grade, I was identified as EMR, labeled educable, mentally retarded, put back from the 5th grade into the 4th grade. It was very difficult to pick myself up each day believing that I can do it. There were times that I doubted myself. I said, God, why is happening to me? I'm just trying to take care of my children and my mother. For those of you that have experienced some hardships, don't give up on your dream. No one could have convinced me by holding on, by continuing to run toward my dream, that one day I would have my own talk show. It's a long shot, ladies and gentlemen, from Liberty City, an abandoned building on a floor, never knowing my mother or father. It's a long shot. No college training, labeled educable, mentally retarded, but I kept running toward my dream. If you want a thing bad enough to go out and fight for it, to work day and night for it, to give up your time, your peace, and your sleep for it, if all that you dream and scheme is about it and life seems useless and worthless without it, and if you gladly sweat for it, and fret for it, and plan for it, and lose all your terror of the opposition for it, and if you simply go after this thing that you want with all of your capacity, strength, and sagacity, faith, hope, and confidence, and stern pertinacity, if neither cold poverty, famish, or gulf, sickness, or pain of body and brain can keep you away from the thing that you want. If you want to make your dream become reality, the people that are running at their dreams know that it's possible that you can live your dream, that it's necessary, that you're relentless, that you have a plan of action, that you are creative. The people that are living their dream are finding winners to attach themselves to. The people that are living their dreams are the people that know that if it's going to happen, it's up to them. And they're resolving within themselves, it's not over until I win. Imagine if you were being on your deathbed and standing around your bed, the ghost of the ideas, the dreams, the abilities, the talents given to you by life. And if you, for whatever reason, you never acted on those ideas, you never pursued that dream, you never used those talents, we never saw your leadership, you never used your voice, you never wrote that book, and there they are, standing around your bed, looking at you with large, angry eyes, saying, we came to you, and only you could have given us life, and now we must die with you forever. Most people must learn how to live beyond the good opinions of others. And when I look at myself, I had a high school teacher who told me, someone's opinion of you does not have to become your reality. That was very liberating, because in school I was called the dumb twin, and words have power. And one of the things I teach people is, label jaws, not children. And most importantly, when you're looking at yourself, looking at your situation, be positive, as my mother used to say. If you can't say something good, don't say anything at all. How many of you know that if you had your life to live over again, you could do more than what you've done? Now that proves a point, that what we do and what we accomplish in life is only a tip of the iceberg of what's possible for us. So I want you to think about some goals that you'd like to achieve, and I want you to think about some personal goals you'd like to achieve. And I'd like for you to think about some career goals, some business goal that you'd like to achieve, and I want you to think about some social contribution, some impact you'd like to make with your life. There was Horace Mann who said we should be ashamed to die until we've made some major contribution to humankind. And the question is, if you died today, what ideas, what dreams, what abilities, what talents, what gifts will die with you? This thing called life, some people call it a marathon. I say it's a process. I remember Mother Teresa saying something that really grabbed me. She said, just when I thought I had a handle on life, the handle broke. I was living off somebody else's assumption. And I didn't know that I didn't know, and I thought I knew, and that's why a lot of people get caught off guard, and a lot of people feel like life had fooled them, or they were living in an illusion, or they had the rug snatched out from under them. The key to me to being successful and having a happy life is suspending judgment. And there are times that you're going to feel down. When the doctor looked at me and said, hey, you have cancer, you know, I beat it 15 years ago. And then because of the negative side effects of the medication, I became type 2 diabetic. And then I started having heart sweats from the medication. I'm saying, God, wait a minute, I'm dealing with cancer. type 2 diabetes and heart flashes. And it's like I could hear a voice that says, don't ask, why did this have to happen to me? Why not you? I believe we live in the greatest country in the world that gives us an opportunity to leave our mark, to make a statement with our lives. And as you think about these goals, whatever those goals are, I want you to dramatically increase those goals. And I want to warn you, I don't want you to think about how you're going to do it. How is none of your business. And I say one of the best ways to go through life is to have a spirit of optimism and to be open to the possibilities. And I really rely greatly on St. Francis. Lord, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things that I can't, which is me, and the wisdom to know the difference. And when you approach life in that spirit of humility, it gives you power, creativity, and gratitude to make the journey. The most important thing is just to increase those goals dramatically. I found that most people fail in life not because they aim too high and miss. Most people fail in life because they aim too low and hit.